This island was the perfect step to just go explore and walk.
Whew. Our first bonfire here. Cook some fish on it.
We have mahi.
Alex's bar.
Yes, welcome.
Yes.
This is how we do fast food.
We decided to see the world by sailboat. We sailed from the Great Lakes of Canada and made it to the Bahamas, where the unexpected happened.
Not able to start the engine.
Let's go!
So this is pretty much how our day goes in Black Key. We spend the morning doing a bit of editing while we have tons of sun, and then in the afternoon the sun recharges all of the batteries, and then we go snorkeling and try to catch some fish and lobsters so we can eat, because we haven't gone to a grocery store in a long time.
Today being glossy calm, we made our way to the windward side of the cays. It was so peaceful not being rocked around by waves. Perfect for practicing freediving and holding our breaths without being so stressed out from the waves bashing you around.
The quick stop in Black Key turned into our home base. We quickly explored all the surrounding reefs and got really familiar with the underwater topography of Blackcut, Glasscut, Black Key, and some surrounding cays. We sailed to Bimini, Gun Cay, Andros, New Providence, all over Eleuthera and the Exumas. And every island or cay that we stopped had different corals, depth, shades of blue or turquoise, and sea life. I eventually spotted one of the infamous porgies. Corey and Cody were trying to catch these fish for days, but they were so skittish and hard to get close to.
Some days were just spent snorkeling around because we didn't need to catch any more fish. We had enough in our fridge.
We love exploring the underwater world because you never know what you'll see. An eagle ray, shark, turtles, colorful fish, or even a huge manta ray when you forget to bring the GoPro. I'm just waiting on the dinghy warming up in the sun. Corey said he was gonna go for one last dive. A quick one, so he says, but he's still out there. So I'm just soaking in the sun before we go on the beach and have a little campfire and a cook-up, because we have lots of fish to eat.
Collecting lots of dead branches. It's gonna burn real fast, so we need lots. our first bonfire here, I guess, since we've started traveling. So it's gonna be nice. Cook some fish on it, lobster, potatoes, yum.
And marshmallows.
It's gonna be delicious. Yeah, marshmallows for dessert. Let's see if these needles light. Alex's bar.
Yes, welcome. Free of charge. I provide you with coconut rum, tequila, and the painkiller mix made by Therese. This is the Black Key special. Cheers to Black Key and good company. Woo!
Cheers.
Yeah, I think I got you.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It works with tequila.
That really
Yeah.
works. You invented a new drink.
Alex's Black Key special.
And they all stand that side.
Look at this. Corey's catch from yesterday, and we're gonna have a feast. Oh, that's hot.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, but like upside down. Yeah. Because then it like holds the heat in with the shell.
Yeah.
No, right side
There
up.
we go. Yeah, I'll just leave it until we cook some fish.
We have mahi mahi.
Using every little bit of the lobster here.
We thought there was no population on the island, but as the sun set, they all came out. That over there. I guess our bonfire and feast attracted them to the beach.
It was awesome running into Therese and Cody back in Eleuthera. It made sailing through this crazy pandemic so much more enjoyable. You had friends to talk to and enjoy the moments with. Somewhat of a resemblance to normal life with other people. There's still more lobster for anybody who wants it.
Nah, man, I'm already full. Yeah. Too much money.
I know.
That darn fish, it just fills you up.
What a perfect evening. Good food, good company, and the sky filled with millions of stars.
I decided to have some fun with glow sticks on the beach, and we managed to snap a few good shots after a few takes. You can do it! Give me coconut! We have coconut master!
Whew. That's a good workout. But I think I figured out the technique that works best for me. Found it easier to just get my base of my feet on the tree and just up, hand over hand like that. Then when I get near the top, I wrap like this so I can grab the coconut.
Enjoying the island exploration?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like somebody spent a lot of money and a lot of hours of work trying to build something here. And then I guess maybe there was a hurricane or something, and I mean, it definitely didn't destroy everything because it wasn't finished being built by the looks of it. But I guess they stopped building. Maybe they ran out of money. The structural stuff is all rusting and whatnot. It seems like it's almost too far gone to continue working on it, but there's tons of supplies here. Let's build our own cottage or something.
I'm loving being on land. We've been doing a lot of in-water activities. Snorkeling tons, catching lots of fish, lots of lobsters, but at one point the fridge is just too full, so you gotta start doing something else. And this island was the perfect step to just go explore and walk.
What do you got there?
Well, I don't really have any cream to make some seafood chowder, so I'm doing a different kind of seafood chowder with coconuts. Should be creamy, so I had the whole team, the whole crew, Corey, Cody, and Therese just peeling off the inside of the coconut, and I add some water and blend it.
In the way! Chowder.
Oh yes, with glass-eyed snapper, schoolmaster snapper I think, gray snapper, maybe mutton snapper, can't remember, and lobster. It's gonna be so good! And we have Cody's bowl. Happy?
It's a happy face.
Yeah, you nailed it, Sudi. Great job.
Yes, because I didn't have that the first time I was like rushing.
After eating most of the fish, it was time to go back out.
Despite the waves being a little bigger this time, I felt fairly calm in the water, and I was able to do a good breath hold to look down and try to find fish in underneath the rocks. Sometimes they're a little bit stubborn and like to hide underneath these ledges and get really deep in. You really have a hard time seeing them. I think a flashlight would come in handy for this. Sometimes it's best to just hold your breath and stay fairly still down at the bottom and kind of slowly look around for fish rather than just move around at the bottom. So I've been practicing this lately, but I really can't hold my breath for that long, so I normally only get maybe just a few seconds down there if it's a fairly deep dive.
There were so many waves though, it was kind of tricky swimming around. Didn't really like it today, and I got so cold. I need a wetsuit. What else did you catch?
Another lobster and whatever this thing is.
mystery fish. Gonna have to look it up. We thought it was a gray snapper, but it really isn't. Well, I think it's this black margate, which is some sort of grunt, one of the largest. But I think they also have cicatera, so I don't know if we're safe to eat it. The following day, the Exuma sun was much calmer, so we returned to Spear's supper. So tricky. I found those 2 lobsters in that little hole, but with my spear pole, which is like almost 8 foot long with the spear tip, I couldn't quite get in there and like shoot at them. I tried once and it didn't really work. So then I got Corey to come. His spear was really long too. So then we got Cody, but then he hand grabbed one of the lobster and it was a female. So we released it and now he's trying to get the other one. We found these beautiful staghorn corals. It was also nice because they were in shallow water and not in a cut, so the water was way warmer. And there was a lot of sea life around here, like this pufferfish, who got real scared and took off. Or this little trumpet fish, who didn't mind being followed. Corey found a conch shell, but the conch is trying to escape.
Time to clean up our conch friend, Fred. The people that do this for a living make it look so easy. Well, I pretty much completely destroyed him and tore off his little foot thing that goes on the end of him here, trying to get him out, pulling as hard as I could. As soon as you poke a hole here, he kind of goes in. So I think the trick is to hold onto his foot on the outside of the shell here, poke a hole there, and then even after you poke a hole, I thought it was just going to relieve the suction and you'd be able to pull him out. But it's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look in here on the inside of this part of the cone, there's still some holding. There was some meat along this part here, and that's what actually holds them in place. So you need to scrape along there, and it just goes to show you that that's why it was the guy who does it professionally and makes conch salad made it look so easy, because he just scraped this one little part and then gently pulled them out like it was nothing, just like that. Meanwhile, I completely destroyed the thing.
So this is what you get. That's the inside after peeling him off.
be delicious. Conch nuggets
Yep.
and fish burgers.
Yeah, let me just.
Where I can grab one. And I
Whoa.
would work it over to the other one.
Look at
And I
that.
would get two.
This is so funky to cut in.
They couldn't get
It
two
looks
hands
like
on it. I
chicken.
needed, like, 2 hands to
Feels
follow up.
like very
It would, like, do
dense,
this vibration thing and I'd move
Cooked,
my
or
grip.
like a in between, almost
trying to
cooked
rip
chicken.
off
That's what it feels like.
Ooh, look at all the feast.
And the
Fish cake burgers, homemade fries. Oh, and we're missing the pièce de résistance.
Mmm, conch fritters. Yum.
Game plan is going in the little hole, pickling.
Last day of lobster season, off to a wonderful end, I guess.
I have never seen a lobster that big. For the ones who are interested in learning how to cook a lobster and what's edible,
Heading into Georgetown.
we are on mission provisioning.